Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming back and joining me. My name is Tijana, and today I've prepared a 25 minutes practice where we will take it easy with a slow pace but open our body and feel ready for the day. So, if you're ready, roll out your mat and let's start. Today, we will start by lying flat on our back, relaxing the legs, the arms, the torso, and the head on the surface beneath us. Focusing on the breath, breathing in and out through the nose, and then bringing the right leg towards the chest, hugging it with our arms, and gently manipulating the leg right or left, or even in small circles. Just checking in with the body and the joint, how it is today. If there is something particular we should maybe keep in mind and pay attention to. Circling leg one way and then changing into the other direction. Then try and stretch the leg up towards the sky. If you need to keep your leg bent, go for it. You can grab the back of the leg on your hamstring or maybe even the calf or the ankle, depending what feels good. And then whichever height you're holding your leg at, start circling the foot in one direction. Keep on articulating the foot and then change the direction, going the other way around. Trying to make really big circles. Then come back into the neutral and let's flex and point the feet, flexing, pulling the toes towards the face and pointing, sending the toes away. Then bend the knee and guide this same leg across the chest towards the ground, coming into a twist and looking towards the right arm. If this feels good, otherwise just stay looking towards the ceiling, towards the sky, in the neutral position with your head. Now let's start bringing the right leg back into the center and stretch it long on the mat, bringing the other leg towards the chest. And we will do the same to the other side. So slowly manipulate the leg right and left, just checking in with your joint, with the hip, how it is today, what is it that needs extra attention. And then start circling the leg around in one direction. And then changing around, still connecting with the breath. Every movement is mindful. And then let's bring the leg up, stretching it towards the sky. Again, you can choose the grip that works for you. Feel free to bend the leg if this is what feels the best. And then start circling the foot, going from one side to the other, trying to make really big circles and articulate the foot. And then change the direction, going the other way around. Coming into the center, and let's do flex and point, reaching with the toes to the face and then away. One last flex and point. Then let's bend the knee and guide this left leg across the chest towards the ground, coming into a twist to the other side. Left arm is reaching far away from you and the head follows. You can either gaze at your hand or again keep it in the neutral position if this feels better for your neck. Then let's come back into the center with the next inhale. Bring the leg in and let's place the heels closer to our sit bones, reaching with the arms overhead. Exhaling, and then with an inhale, bring the arms up towards the sky, followed by your head and your torso coming up through a sit-up into a seated position, reaching forward with the arms, and then letting the knees drop to the sides, coming in a diamond shape with your legs. Inhaling, looking up, And then exhaling, folding forward towards your feet, relaxing the head and the neck, relaxing the back. You can place the blocks underneath the knees if you need more support, or you can also elevate your pelvis by sitting on a cushion if this position is too challenging. Keep on breathing for 3 more breaths. Then slowly walk your hands towards your center, coming straight up, bringing the heels in a little bit closer to the center of your body, and then holding the feet with your hands and going through cat and cow in this position. So exhaling, rounding your back, letting the chin drop to the chest. Inhaling, looking up, opening the chest to the sky. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, look up. You can help yourself by resisting a little bit the grip with your arms against the legs to create more curve and at the same time more arch. Exhale, round the back. And inhale, come into the center. Let's meet in the middle. This time we will do butterfly movement with our legs. So we just bounce the knees up and down, a very short movement. You can rotate the feet so the soles of the foot faces upward. Keep your back straight and just bounce with your legs sideways. Let's close the legs and turn to face the short side of the mat. Bring in the right leg, bending the knee. Place the sole of the foot against the left thigh. Flex the left foot. And then rotate around the left shoulder, resisting with the right arm against the left leg. Looking behind you, twisting around. Exhaling, coming into the center. And folding towards the straight leg. Inhale, come up. And then we go for a baby wild thing, or a rock star, how it is also called, over the right arm. Exhaling, placing the hips down. We repeat the same movement. Inhale and then exhale, twist around. Inhale, come into the center, and exhale, fold forward. However far you go, don't pressure yourself. Inhaling, coming up, and then reaching up and around, coming into a rock star with an exhale going down. We repeat it one more time. Inhale and then exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, coming up, placing the right hand on the ground, reaching out, sending the hips forward. Exhaling and finding the floor with your hips. Then let's switch sides. Bring the right leg in, place it next to the left. Bringing in the left leg, bending the knee and placing the left sole of the foot against the right thigh. Coming into the twist around the right shoulder, left arm resists the right leg, and we look over the right shoulder. Coming into the center, exhaling, folding forward. Connect every movement to the breath. Inhale, come up, place left arm on the ground and go for your rock star. Exhaling and coming back to the sitting position. We repeat once more. Exhaling, resisting with arms against the leg, twisting around, looking behind. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. As you go for an arch and opening of the chest, inhale, pushing the hips slightly forward. And exhale, finding the mat. One more time, inhale and twist around. With an exhale, deepen the twist. Inhaling, coming back into the center. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, placing left hand on the ground, shifting the weight into the arm, hips coming forward. Opening the chest, opening the back. And then exhaling, finding the ground with your pelvis. Let's bring both legs in front of us. Stretch them nicely, flex the feet, straighten your back. Find the contact with the palm of the hand to the mat. Send the chin towards your chest, but don't curve your back. Keep the back straight. Keep on reaching with your toes towards you and dropping the chin to the chest. Then gently getting out of the position and coming through all four into a down dog. Let's meet in down dog and pedal our feet here as it's the first down dog of this practice. Take your time, shift the hips from side to side, and breathe. Then slowly start walking your feet towards the front part of the mat. Hug your elbows. You can bend the knees and rest your torso to your legs. You can also sway here from side to side or say no and yes with your head. Try to relax your back and open the back side of your legs. Then release the arms. Come to a stillness. Bend your knees and roll slowly vertebra by vertebra into a standing position, coming into a mountain pose. Engaging the whole of the body, rooting with the feet into the ground, opening the palms to the front, then inhaling and swiping your arms up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into a down dog. Take a moment, then inhale and shift yourself forward into a plank, pushing with the hands into the ground. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Pushing yourself forward into a baby cobra with an inhale up. And then exhale and send everything into a down dog one more time. Then inhale, bend your knees, look forward and step between your hands, coming into a halfway lift with an inhale, exhale, forward fold, and then again inhale, swipe arms over side upward and come into a mountain pose one more time. From here we will take a nice big step back with our left leg. Try to create a little corridor between right and left leg so you have more stability. And then we will shift our body forward, bending the back leg as we do that. Bend the left leg and shift the body forward, coming into a 90 degrees, torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, stretch the leg and come back to standing. One more time. This time we stay here. You can find the floor with your hands or use the blocks as a support. Then place the hands back on your hips and come up. Let's switch sides, taking a nice big step back with your right leg, creating corridor between the feet for stability, then exhaling, bending the right knee, bringing body forward. Inhaling, coming back into the center, coming forward with an exhale. Try to bring your torso parallel to the ground, back is nice and long. Coming up, then again exhaling, forward fold, inhale up. And last time we will stay here for a brief moment. You can find the floor with your hands or use the block. Try to keep your back leg bent, then find your hips with your hands with an inhale and come up into a standing position. Moving on, let's continue. Inhale, find your chair pose, send your pelvis back, knees are pressing against each other, shoulders are away from the ears. Then exhale and come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, coming into a lunge. Then inhale, bring the arms up next to the ears, squaring your hips. Exhale, bring torso forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swipe your arms next to the body behind you. And inhale, come up. From here, we will find the floor with the right hand and come into an easy twist. The left arm opens, reaches up to the sky. And let's take 2 deep breaths here. Continuing by framing your front foot, lifting the left leg off the ground, keeping the knee to the chest, and coming into a three-legged plank. Keep on reaching with the leg to your chest, and then find down dog with an exhale. From here, we will go through our vinyasa. Exhaling chaturanga, inhaling up dog, and exhaling down dog. You can always do any other version of vinyasa that you find suitable. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift, exhale, then inhale and come back up through chair pose into standing. Let's move on and switch sides. Inhale, chair pose, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, then exhale and place your left leg this time on the ground, taking a nice big step and coming into a high lunge with an inhale. Arms go next to the ears, shoulders drop away from ears. Exhale, bring torso forward and press back with your arms. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, going forward. Inhale up. And last time with an exhale, pressing arms behind. Place your hand on the ground, left hand this time, and open the right arm up, coming into an easy twist. Keep on breathing here. Then exhale and place right hand on the mat. Pick up your right foot off the ground. Keep the knee close to your chin and your chest. Hold and breathe. Then find your down dog and flow through your vinyasa. Try to synchronize your movement with your breath to make this easier and feeling like there is more flow in the practice. Inhaling, looking forward, and then stepping or jumping between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. And then mountain pose with an exhale. Very good. Let's keep going through the last part of our sequence. Inhaling, chair pose. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, step or jump to the back. You can do a vinyasa of your choice. I went for knees, chest, and chin, up dog, and then down dog. We all meet in down dog. Then we lift right leg up with an inhale. Bring the leg to the front, place the left knee down on the ground, and then let your right knee drop sideways towards the ground. Twist around your right shoulder and stay here for a couple of breaths. You can come back into the center now and then turn around and come into Skandasana or half squat pose. Try to find the floor with your right heel. Flex the left foot. You can place the hands in a prayer position in front of your heart so you can open easier the chest. And then shift your hips up, coming into a Prasarita Padottanasana. Toes are pointing inwards and you relax your torso between the hands. Keep on breathing. Inhale, come back up. Frame your right foot, go back where we came from. And then send the right leg back into down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, switching sides. Bring it forward and find the floor with the left foot. Then let that left knee drop away from you this time towards the ground. Looking around the left shoulder, coming into a gentle twist. Let the hips sink down towards the ground. And then inhale, coming back through the center, turning around to find that half squat with the left leg this time. If you don't manage to put the left heel on the ground, that's no problem. Lift it off and keep your hips a little bit higher. Flex the right foot, keep the pose active, and then stretch your legs toes pointing inwards, and coming to Prasarita Padottanasana on the other side, relaxing between the legs, trying to reach with the torso through and towards your legs. Keep on breathing here. Slowly start coming out with an inhale and then turn around towards your left leg, again framing that left foot and finding your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward, and then step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the torso, forward fold. And we will take a bit wider stand with our feet and place our hands beneath the sole of the foot. Exhale and let the whole torso drop down towards the ground, towards your legs, a little bit lower with every exhale. Gently come out of the position and take even wider stand with your feet, toes pointing outwards, so you can find a nice yogi squat. Placing hands into prayer position, keeping the pose active. There is a little bit of resistance between the elbow and the knee, so you can open your chest and open your hips, sending the pelvis down towards the ground. Your tailbone reaches downward. Let's continue with our cool down. Carefully come out of the yogi squat, and then let's sit on the left cheek, bend the left leg and cross the right leg over it, coming into a twist to the right side. With the left arm we're gonna hug our right leg, and then we will twist around the right shoulder, looking behind. Keep on breathing here, slowing down the pace of the practice. Then let's stack the knees on top of each other, coming into a full shoelace position. If this is available, you can always place a cushion or a block underneath your pelvis to help you. You can keep your back straight up and just sit here. If this is enough, if you want more, then try and do what I'm doing in the video, going forward with your body. In any case, in any position that you stay, keep on breathing. Coming out of the position carefully, connecting with the breath, and then switching sides. This time we will be sitting on the right butt cheek, bending the right leg, and bringing the left leg on top and over. We will hug with the right arm, left knee, and then twist around to the left, looking behind us. You can press with the left arm into the ground to deepen the twist for yourself if you wish. Otherwise, stay here and keep on breathing. With an exhale, coming back into the center, and then we stack the knees on top of each other like we did to the previous side. Stay here with the back straight. Remember, you can put the cushion underneath your pelvis for a more elevation of the hips and therefore a bit lighter stretch. If you want a deeper stretch, try to let your torso fold forward towards the legs. Use the breath to help yourself get in and out of the position. Relax here. Stay for 2 deep inhales and exhales. And then with an exhale, come back into the center. Unwind carefully your legs. Face the short side of the mat. And let's do some windshield wipers, just dropping the knees from one side to the other, giving your legs and your hips a break from intense stretch. Then let's stretch the legs in front of us. Reach with your arms up. Then exhale and fold forward, coming into a caterpillar. You can choose to keep this pose active with legs engaged and toes reaching towards your head, gently maybe pulling with your arms, your torso towards the legs, or keep it passive and completely relax in this pose. Let's come out, bend the knees, reach with your arms forward, and then roll down carefully, vertebra by vertebra, with a lot of control. Reaching arms overhead, exhale, inhale, coming up. We did this at the beginning of the class, so let's repeat it a few more times to close the practice. Exhale, roll down with control, vertebra by vertebra, arms reaching overhead, exhale. Inhale, bring your arms up, followed by the head, and then vertebra by vertebra coming up into the sitting. One more time, going down, control, connect with the breath, and this time it will be our last sit up for this practice. Inhale, come up. And once you are up and sitting, hug your knees and rock backwards until you lie on your back, hugging knees to the chest, maybe rocking sideways to the right and left, or just simply pulling the knees towards yourself, feeling a nice sensation in the hip flexor. Taking a moment before we reach our Shavasana, our final position for this practice. Whenever you are ready, stretch your legs out. Find a nice comfortable position lying flat on your back. Relax your legs, relax the arms, the stomach and the chest, shoulders, the back of the head, your face. Keep on breathing and just take a moment of rest. Gently start wiggling your hands and toes, bringing the movement back into the body. Maybe taking a nice long stretch. And then turn to one side, whichever side you prefer. Carefully coming up, gradually coming up into a seated position. A nice comfortable seat, whichever one you prefer. Maybe keep your eyes still closed. Try to find straight back. And then let's start rubbing our hands together, creating heat between the palms and placing our hands over eyes. Slowly blink your eyes open behind your hands so they get used to the light again. And then place the hands and the arms on the knees. You can choose to have any mudra that you want with your hands, or simply let the palm of the hand face upward. Check in with yourself, how you feel after 25 minutes of practice, and try to bring this with you throughout the rest of the day. Placing hands in front of the heart and feeling the gratitude for showing up today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care and stay well.